Hey, all you retards and lowlifes that somehow ended up stumbling onto this channel, Reaper here, and today I'm going to be doing a terrible video that got requested a little while ago. Well, it actually didn't get requested. I said I would do it a little while ago in a video about 4 days or so ago. Yeah, 4 days. And basically what I'm going to be doing is going through all of the loot that you can find in Tomb of cthiris. Now, it's a terrible video. You should know this by now. All of my videos are terrible. But, you know, I can do something entertaining if I'm lucky. And so, yeah, it's going to be all the loot. Video's going to be a little slow-paced, or rather, it's not going to be super entertaining towards the beginning. But, you know, later on, it'll go through probably what you all came for, and that's getting all of the loot from the chests. What all loot you can get from the chests, what you can get from pretty much everything. So, yeah. I suppose we should stop, you know, interrupting past Reaper now, and see you in the next one. Peace. Well, Reaper here, and today is that Portal Knights video I mentioned like a week ago. List of all the loot you can get from Tomb of cthiris. So, we're doing that today. Don't mind all the mannequins just yet. First, we're going to just do the monster drops. Over here, we can see the monster drops. We've got, from the mummy, we've got ancient teeth, along with mummy trophy. From ancient mummy, we got ancient golden teeth and the ancient mummy trophy. Now, from the elfhoot hands, you can get winter fur and the recipe for a pharaoh's wig, which I've already used. Then, from the squiddy boy, you can get all these sorts of potions, along with a recipe for a tentacle brazier, which I have around here somewhere, but I couldn't fit it in with it looking good. Now also, there's the wormy boys. They just drop sand, so not really useful. But here, oh god, here. This is every single drop you can get from the chest. We've got Crystal Executioner, or we got the recipe for Crystal Executioner. You know, we don't need to worry about those recipes. You can get these from the chest. You can get Statue of Catodes. You can get, of course, all the recipes for, you know, the set. You can get Mighty Healing Potions out of the small chests. Now you can get that out of the big chest. All these things, big chest. And yeah, that's all the big chest stuff. I'm honestly just going through all of the loot. I honestly didn't know. I did not plan this out. But here's pretty much what everybody came for. The armor. Right here, we got the main set of armors. Or the main sets. We have the mage set, the warrior set, and the ranger set. Let's start off with the mage set. Alright, so, we got the Mirror's Staff of Life. It has Mana Addict, which is a 12% chance to restore 42 mana when receiving damage. That can be useful in a situation where you're getting hit a lot, but they aren't powerful attacks. So, yeah, pretty useful. It's also electro damage, which can be useful against the second boss, the hard mode version of the second boss. And it also gives you mana and mana regen, so pretty useful. Next, we have the Grand Magus Coronet. This thing, it has Spiritualist, which restores 32 mana after defeating an enemy. Pretty useful. Along with Electro Damage Resistance, which everything in this set has Electro Damage Resistance, so I'm not mentioning it again. But yeah, it also has that, which makes it good for the hard mode version of the Worm Boss. The Robes give plus 127 mana, along with plus 106 health. The gloves give 127 mana, and the legs give 127 mana. In all, it's a pretty good set. Also, the Mirror Staff of Life does 161 damage, making it one of the best things that you can find. Next, the Warrior set. Right here, if the game will stop breaking, we have a pretty good set. The main weapon we have for the warrior set is the Crystal Executioner. It does 202 damage along with the Absorber perk, which has a 22% chance to restore 30 health when struck by spell damage. It's not the most useful, however, say you're fighting the Hollow King boss and does the spin attack, that could be useful because it's a chance to restore some health. It's also really good against light because it is a dark type weapon. It also gives you health and mana regen. Next, we got the Helm of the Crystal Storm. Electro damage resistance, not gonna mention it again. Mechanic, 5% chance to restore 25 durability when inflicting damage. That is really useful if you have a fast rate weapon like the Masterwork Fists of War that I just equipped. Next, the Breastplate, Encore, 100 health after defeating an enemy. Helps keep you going. The Gauntlets, plus health and plus mana regen. And the Legs, plus health. Pretty useful, especially if you want to be extremely tanky. Next, we have the Ranger set with Jordan's Pyre, the Ranger weapon that does 182 damage. It deals fire elemental damage, making it strong against the normal version of the Worm boss, or I don't think there's any normal, or I don't think there's any Earth style hard mode bosses, but hey. It also has, electro damage resistance on that, and I don't know why I skipped that. It's critical strike damage and critical strike chance. I'm all over the place. It doesn't have any special perks, which, but yeah. So, it's mainly a critical strike set. Critical strike chance and damage. That is health and mana, making it really good if you're trying to use a few spells to your advantage. It's got the gloves, which have Spiritualist, which restore mana after defeating an enemy. And the legs have Mechanic, which, if you have a fast hit weapon, like Jordan's Pyre, which is pretty fast, it's pretty useful. So, that's the main sets of armor that you can get. The recipes, you can get them out of the big chest. Now then, over here, we've got the sets that you can get out of the small chest. Honestly, it takes way too long. I could not be bothered, and I apologize for that. However, we have the mage set over here. You can get pretty much master mage, the entire set. It's kind of, yeah. Next, over here, I have not seen it at all, so I don't think it has it. However, I did get pretty much the entire knight set, besides for the weapon. The weapon is a golden sword. I actually ended up getting rid of it because I did not realize it was super rare. Then the ranger also has a set, the outlaw set, which is pretty decent-ish. Yeah. So, yeah, that is the loose and everything that we can get from Tomb of Cthiris. So, I suppose that is all for this video. It was a shorter one, however, it showed off all the loot you can get and everything. So, I suppose I will see you in the next video, and hopefully the next video won't be as trash. This is literally just a list of the loot you can get. Oh, shoot, hold on, I'm also being retarded. Yeah, you can also get, Celestial Sharpening Stones. Almost forgot about those. So, yeah. I suppose I will see you in the next one. Peace. This guy doesn't have an outro. This guy doesn't have an outro 'cause he is slightly gay.